Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for Daybreak in 10 on Color 10.
We are on the air with you for the next 10 minutes without commercials beginning right now. And first, let's head on over to meteorologist TJ Springer for our forecast first. Good morning, TJ. It is my very first time saying that.
I love that. We got it through. I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing, really. I'm just kind of going with the flow this morning. Thanks, guys. Temperatures out there are cold this morning. We have a gorgeous sunrise underway, though, and we're going to have a lot of that sunshine around for our day today as high pressure takes over behind that cold front. There's that front right there. Some lingering showers off to the east, but the bulk of the Color 10 viewing area is clear, and we're going to have high pressure under, or I should keep its grasp over us, and we'll be under the effects of that high throughout the next 24 hours or so. Now, temperature is a lot colder compared to this time yesterday. Some of us close to 40 degrees, if not beyond that, for the colder compared to just 24 hours ago. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. 40 degrees colder from Clinton, Chanute, Kansas, minus 43 in Springfield. We're 35 degrees colder compared to just 24 hours ago. Temperatures are in the 20s across Lake Ozark, Clinton, Camdenton at freezing, but in Springfield, we were able to fall into the upper 20s. Remember, the dew point is kind of a bound, if you will, for those temperatures in terms of how cold they'll actually fall. And with the clear sky, calm winds, perfect recipe to really have that tumble occur. 30 in Branson, freezing in Harrison, 34 now in Mountain Home. In terms of where we're going next, Thursday, Friday don't look all that bad, but we are tracking another front. Of course, we've been talking about that colder start this morning, but sunny and pleasant weather is going to be our big headline for the next couple of days, but we also could see some of that patchy morning fog while we're tracking the chances for more rain as we head into the weekend. So that's also what is on the horizon. So just be aware that if you have any outdoor plans, be prepared for potentially shifting those indoors on Saturday. Remember, you can stay up to date with anything weather related, including radar, temperatures, hour-by-hour look at what we're feeling, seeing here across the region with that Color 10 weather app. You can keep it in the palm of your hand and stay up to date with everything on the go wherever you are. But we'll have more, of course. Stay with us, guys.
Today is Veterans Day, of course. We want to take the time to honor those military vets. Color 10's Nigel McDonald met a group of them here from Springfield and joins us now to share their stories. Nigel.
Yeah, Joel, good morning. The men I were introduced to have transitioned from serving our country to becoming full-time college students, something they say comes with its own set of obstacles. Now, you'll find roughly 850 student veterans on Missouri State's campus, like Jacob Michaelberg, who comes from a family of soldiers. Michaelberg served 7 years in the United States Army before getting out in 2014 to become a physician. Michaelberg shared with me what Veterans Day means to him.
For me, Veterans Day is just another reminder of some of the things I've done and some of the people that are no longer here. So for me, it's just doing what I can to help the veterans that do need assistance.
Well, MSU also has around 150 veterans serving in faculty and staff positions throughout the university.
And Branson's annual Veterans Day Parade starts this morning at 11:11. We'll be streaming that live on our Color 10 Facebook page and on ozarksfirst.com if you'd like to see it. There are dozens of businesses in the Ozarks that will be honoring them today as well. In Springfield, the Dickerson Park Zoo is offering free admission to veterans and their immediate families. You can also get a free donut at Dunkin' or a donut and coffee at Krispy Kreme. Also, some free drinks at Casey's and at Starbucks. You can also grab a free Grand Slam at Denny's or some pancakes at IHOP if you're hungry this morning. Target, Home Depot, and Walgreens are all offering discounts to veterans and families as well. These are just a few of the deals available. You can find the full list online on ozarksfirst.com.
A new self-defense course for women is incorporating the body and the mind. F8 is a training and situation self-defense program led by members of local law enforcement. They show women what they're seeing out on the streets and what they need to be aware of. Matt Brown is one of those instructors, and he says they prepare women for an attack, but also for uncomfortable situations.
What do you look for in somebody that is giving you signs that they could see you as a victim? How do you handle yourself if you're out in public? What if you're grabbed inappropriately? All of those scenarios, of course, lead up to the worst case scenario, which we train for extensively. But when we train for it, it's what we're seeing out on the street. What do we see that happens to females?
The course also trains women on how to use intermediate weapons such as mace and firearms as well.
And some news around the region. The Berry County Health Department is reporting 4 coronavirus deaths in the county. A 68-year-old female, 52-year-old male, and 80-year-old female all passed away with underlying health conditions and all resided at a healthcare facility. A 4th person was a 56-year-old man who lived on his own with no other health issues. This brings the county's total coronavirus death to 19.
A construction worker in St. Louis was killed when a piece of equipment he was using fell off a bridge. 59-year-old Alan Jackson was taken to the hospital after the equipment plunged 82 feet onto a sand embankment. He was pronounced dead a short time after arriving at the hospital. MoDOT says Jackson worked for KCI Construction Company in St. Louis. Authorities say Jackson was trying to remove some bridge decking when the weight shifted, causing the equipment to become unbalanced and turn over, and that caused it to go over the bridge.
Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas wants to give up to 2 years from the time of any incident for citizens to file a complaint against police. Right now, complaints must be filed within 90 days. The mayor also would like to allow so-called third-party complaints, someone who witnesses an incident but is not the alleged victim. Currently, police accept complaints from observers but do not have to act on them.
When I talk to in the police department, we want to be as open and transparent as possible, making sure the public knows that they have an opportunity to have their concerns heard. That's the reason why we go through all these processes. We have these meetings. You can trust this police department. You can trust the people involved with it, and we're making sure that that's clear.
Mayor Lucas says under state law, the Office of Community Complaints cannot be moved outside of the police department. It would take an act of the legislature to do that, which the mayor says he's now looking into.
Making news around America, an Indianapolis police officer will not face charges in the shooting death of Dresden Reed. A special grand jury did not find enough probable cause to charge or accuse the Officer Mercer with a crime. According to police, Officer Mercer said Reed fired at him twice during a foot chase before the patrolman fired back, fatally wounding the 21-year-old man. This week, Indianapolis businesses have been boarding up their storefronts in anticipation of potential unrest and protests regarding the decision.
Back to some other local news. The Jordan Valley Ice Park will reopen today after a mechanical failure in October caused them to lose some ice. The West Rink opens back up today. The East Rink waits until November 17th, and that's when the facility's normal schedule will resume.
Now here's a look at what's coming up after Daybreak.
Coming on, President-elect Joe Biden moves ahead with the transition as President Trump continues to block it. Plus, as America marks Veterans Day, there's a new way for returning heroes to serve right here at home. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Got to let people out there know about a recall that's happening with Ring doorbells. 350,000 Ring doorbells are under recall because the battery can overheat and catch fire. There's been about 85 reports of it, so if you feel like you might qualify for this recall, you need to go to Ring's website. You can punch in the serial number and see if you can get that fixed.
These are very popular, and we have this story on our website too if you need the details and find out if your Ring might be part of this recall.
It's a little scary, I have to say.
It is.
Not the best news if you have a Ring doorbell.
Waking up to cold temperatures this morning. That was scary.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, really cold out there, guys, for our Veterans Day. We're back into the 60s Thursday, tracking some rain for the weekend, so that is going to be the big headline.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for starting your day with us on Daybreak.